Hello and welcome to Trading with Malachi with me, Malachi Kelly, professional trader for over 10 years now. I'm going to start this video like I start every other video with my disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. These are just thoughts in my head and how I see the market on a day-to-day basis. So yesterday was a fantastic day. I finished off by making another trade on the Euro USD and buying it back up to the top of the channel, which made me another $147. So I finished the day just under $700 for the day. So it was an amazing day. If you'd like to learn how to trade and be able to crush the markets on a daily basis, then click the link below this video and I'll teach you how to trade. But let's get into today's analysis. So as you can see, for my 4 stock plays got triggered yesterday. So I've got a trade open on Facebook, Shopify, Apple and BMW. As you can see, only the Facebook trade has actually made a profit yesterday, but you generally see that kind of pattern in stocks and shares. There'll be a slow backwards and forwards when you put the trade on, but after a couple of days you'll start seeing this trade in profit, and then we can start looking at putting some more stock plays on. We're just waiting for the right time to place them for maximum profit, because we're looking for value stocks. We're looking for stocks that have seen a decline in price for a period of time, and then are looking to recover their losses and make a new high. But let's start looking at our Forex plays for today and see how much money we can extract today. So what we're seeing here on the US dollar is that price came down aggressively 2 days ago, and then yesterday we saw it bounce off DP and then try and make a new high. But what happened is it made a similar high. As you can see here, it didn't get higher than this last bump in the road. Now that makes this last bump in the road a little bit more significant, because if you go along this line, we can see a massive buy up here. So this held up a support here, and also it held up a resistance here where market sold off. So now this level is having more and more weight behind it in terms of what happens when price gets here. Does it hold up? Does it break through? Now, as you can see on this occasion, selling pressure was really strong and it broke straight through it. But as we came back up to that level, it was unable to break it again, and selling pressure resumed and the market sold off again. We tried to have another failed rally and didn't make a new high, and then market sold off again, and then but again market didn't sell off down to previous low of DP. So it's making currently it's making similar highs and higher lows, which would indicate that this market is in essence going up, because it's not making any lower lows, but it's also not making any higher highs. So the market is moving sideways. When a market is moving sideways and not trending in any direction, it's very difficult to have a bias on which way this market is going to go. And if we look down here at our stochastics, what our stochastics are saying is that the market is moving into an overbought area, which would mean that a reversal is imminent. So this upside might not be, it might not run that far. We may see a challenge of this previous high today before a subsequent sell-off, because we are high on the stochastics and moving into overbought. The upside is limited. We may need to wait to see this rejection of this level before deciding to jump into our trade. But there still is profit to be made between price moving from here to here or price moving from here to here. We just don't know which way the market's going to go yet. So with that said, let's look at our GBP USD market. Now from now on, I'm going to call this market cable because that's what it's called. The reason why this market is called cable is because there is a cable, literally a cable, under the ocean connecting the UK to the US, and that's so that we can transfer data as quickly as possible. So this market is called cable. So from now on, we're calling it cable. Cable, as you can see, is trying to move up, but not really making any significant gains moving up. We could make some gains by selling this market down after it breaks this level, but again, the downside pressure is limited, and as we're moving into the weekend, so the market's going to be closing today, people will be closing out their trades. If they've been selling all week, like they sold from here, and they were hoping for their target to be here, so their position is still open. If price comes down anywhere around these areas, people that sold up here could be closing down here, and then we'll see this reversal pattern. Not a reversal pattern, maybe just a consolidation. So we're not going to see much downside pressure because people that were selling here are going to be buying down here. Hence, price is not going to go much further down. Sellers have lost interest in selling at this level, and sellers have tried to subsequently sell it down during this session, but not been able to make any headway. Now, again, this is the overnight session. This was the whole of yesterday, and this is the overnight session bit here, and prices weren't able to come down. So we may see them sell it down today. We are seeing a cross on our moving averages, so that does mean that price should go down. Sentiment is negative as we're below our average lines, but again, I'm not sold on this downward move. I think there's better risk reward on other pairs, so I'm going to dismiss this chart. Now I'm going to take these two charts in tandem. So what we're looking for is correlation. So on this USD JPY pair, we're seeing the USD go up against the JPY. So we're seeing Japanese yen weakness in this chart. When we move over to the Euro JPY, we're seeing the Euro go down. So in this chart, we're seeing Japanese strength. And because we're seeing Japanese weakness and Japanese strength, this market is going to be choppy. We're going to see a lot of up and down movement, but not much movement in one direction, because there's no correlation between the two markets. What we want to see is we want to see a strong yen on both charts, and if we see a strong yen on both charts, then we're going to see a better move once we break our average lines and our support levels, because everybody will be trading in the same direction. And for that reason, we're not trading yen today. Let's look at our Euro USD. So we did actually get back to the top of this channel. As you can see, we're trading at the top of this channel. I could make a play to sell this back through this channel, back down to this cold is still pestering me, back down to this level, which would be a huge trade. But again, I don't know which way the US dollar is going to go. So I'd really see it. I really need to see it to break the daily pivot level, and then the after we break this DP level, which could be soon. We'll look closer look at this trade. This is on the hour chart, so maybe we're getting to 8 o'clock now. So we may see DP hold up at 8 o'clock and a bounce, and then maybe a breakthrough 9. So we're not going to see this for a while, because we're at 8 o'clock in the morning now. This candlestick is about to print a new one and we move to 8 o'clock. But I don't see this moving down at any pace. So again, dismiss this chart. Now, a chart that I do see promising is this Aussie dollar pair. And the reason why I like this Aussie dollar pair is because between here and here, there is no price action. And when you see no price action between a gap in the market, if there's nothing holding the price up, we should see it move once we break this level. So after we've broken this level, so gone past this low, and it's made a lower low, we would see price move all the way down to DP. It's down here before any type of retracement. The only problem with this trade at the moment is that stochastics is looking very oversold and a reversal is imminent. So again, we need the market to show its hand before this trade can actually work. But I've placed an order in the market because if we do see a break of this level and I'm doing something else, having a cup of tea, I want to make sure that I'm in this trade as we break through this level, because if we break through this level, we're going to see a huge surge of sellers. I'll be able to make my profit quite quickly and get in and out with a nice profit if we see a break of this level through 72.90. Now, for this trade to come off, for this market to move down, we would have to see or continue to see this dollar market move up. Again, we're in the wrong place. We need to see some sort of consolidation pattern. It's not going to happen for a while. And then we need to see this market go up to our previous high. And if we see a move up to this previous high, you'll see a move down to its previous lows, which is here, which is, we need it to go even further. So we need to see a challenge of our resistance lines up here for this trade to actually work. In essence, we need to see a break of our previous high. And if we do see a break of this previous high, so a break of this neckline, there should be a surge of buyers wanting to buy up this market as we break this support level. Because we see we've not broken it here, 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 and here. And if we break it here, there'll be a surge of buyers, which will then trigger my trade and make me a profit. But that scenario needs to play out. Now, if that scenario doesn't play out and we get the reverse, I have the reverse plan of action. So this is the USD Swiss franc, and for this trade to play off, we need to see a break of this level and a sell-off down to previous support in our support 1 level, which I think this is the more likely trade to play off today. But for this trade to play off, the opposite needs to happen. We're looking for dollar weakness here, whereas in the AUD USD pair, we're looking for dollar strength for the AUD to go down. So only one of these trades can trigger today. And as we're below DP, I think this is more likely trade to trigger. But we need to see the dollar move down. And this level could look like, this level does look like, as we're looking at the chart this morning, this level does look like it's not going to break this level and then move down and challenge DP. And if we see that happen, then that will trigger our USD Swiss franc trade, because we're seeing dollar weakness, and this pair will drop and make a similar low or challenge our lows of the previous day. Anywhere around the 99.38 mark, I'll jump out this trade for a $200 profit. And as you can see, stochastics in this case is in the right place. We're right above overbought, so a sell-off is imminent. So in terms of when you're looking at your charts, you want to find the most probable chart that will deliver you the results that you're looking for. And in this chart, we're seeing that we have a cross on our average lines. We've had our pullback from the support level up to our 100-day moving average line, which it was unable to break. Then price then sold off and made a lower low. Prices then got brought back up to our 100-day moving average line, but didn't quite make it there, and price is starting to sell off again. And this is a classic major cross trade, but over a number of days. What we want to see now is this move where this market sells off and we make our money for the day. So if you want to know how to trade, if you want to learn how to trade the financial markets like a boss, if you want to be able to make profits in the market like I do every day, if you want to simply copy my trades and make profits when I do, click the link below this video and I'll show you how to trade the markets like a boss and make consistent profits every day. I've been Malachi Kelly, happy trading, and you go and be awesome.